What if the biggest difference between those who struggle financially for their entire lives and those who achieve financial freedom has nothing to do with how much they earn, but with how they think? Imagine waking up every morning knowing that money continued to flow into your life while you were sleeping. Imagine taking a vacation without worrying about losing your income. Imagine spending more time with your family, pursuing your passions, and living life on your own terms because your money had finally learned to work for you, instead of demanding that you work for it every single day. It sounds like a dream, but for millions of financially successful people, it is simply the result of developing one powerful way of thinking: the passive income mindset. Most people spend their lives trapped in a cycle they never question. They wake up early, go to work, trade hours for money, come home exhausted, pay bills, sleep, and repeat the same routine for decades. They believe that working harder is the only way to earn more. Yet no matter how many hours they work, there are still only 24 hours in a day. Time becomes their biggest limitation. The wealthy discovered something different. They realized that true financial freedom begins the moment your income is no longer completely dependent on your time. They stopped asking, "How can I work more hours?" and started asking, "How can I build something that continues to create income even when I'm not working?" Before we continue, take a quick moment to support this channel. If you enjoy powerful audiobooks about wealth, financial freedom, psychology, investing, and personal growth, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support helps us continue creating inspiring content that empowers millions of people around the world. Now, let's continue this life-changing journey. Imagine two friends who begin their careers on the same day. Both earn the same salary. Both are equally talented and hardworking. The first friend spends every paycheck upgrading his lifestyle. A bigger apartment, a newer car, expensive gadgets, luxury vacations, and endless subscriptions slowly consume every dollar he earns. The second friend lives below his means. Instead of spending every extra dollar, he begins investing. He buys shares in businesses, learns valuable skills, creates digital products, and gradually builds assets that continue producing income year after year. For the first few years, there appears to be almost no difference between them. In fact, the first friend may even look more successful because he owns nicer things. But 10 years later, everything changes. One person still depends entirely on a monthly paycheck. If he stops working, the money stops coming. The other has built multiple streams of income. His investments generate returns. His digital products continue selling. His assets quietly produce wealth while he sleeps. The difference was never intelligence. The difference was mindset. Passive income is often misunderstood. Many people hear the words passive income and immediately imagine easy money without effort. Nothing could be further from the truth. Passive income is rarely passive in the beginning. It requires learning, planning, discipline, patience, and consistent action. The effort comes first. The freedom comes later. Just like planting a tree, the hardest work happens before anyone sees the results. You prepare the soil, plant the seed, water it regularly, and protect it from storms. Months may pass before the tree begins producing fruit, but once it matures, it continues rewarding you for years. The millionaire mindset understands this principle deeply. They willingly sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's freedom. While others spend evenings watching endless entertainment, they spend those same hours building skills, creating businesses, learning about investing, or writing books that may continue earning income long into the future. They know that every productive hour invested today has the potential to create thousands of future hours of financial freedom. Think about the author who spends 1 year writing a valuable book. The writing process is difficult. There are moments of frustration, self-doubt, and exhaustion. Yet once the book is published, it may continue generating income for many years. Think about a software developer who creates a useful application. The work requires months of dedication, but the finished product can be downloaded by thousands of customers around the world. Think about an investor who consistently buys quality assets over decades. Each investment quietly joins an army of financial workers that never ask for vacations, never complain, and continue working every single day. One of the greatest obstacles to building passive income is the desire for immediate rewards. Human nature loves quick results. We enjoy instant gratification because it feels good in the moment. But financial freedom belongs to those who develop the ability to delay pleasure. They understand that buying another expensive luxury today may steal the opportunity to build lasting wealth tomorrow. Imagine receiving an unexpected bonus at work. One person immediately spends it on a new phone that will lose value within a few years. Another person invests the same money into an asset capable of producing future income. 5 years later, the phone has become outdated, while the investment continues growing. The initial decision lasted only a few minutes, but its consequences lasted for years. The passive income mindset also changes the way people think about risk. Most people believe investing or starting a business is risky, yet they rarely consider the risk of depending on a single paycheck for their entire lives. Imagine a table supported by only one leg. It may stand for a while, but the moment that leg breaks, everything collapses. Now imagine another table supported by 6 strong legs. Even if one leg weakens, the table remains stable. Multiple income streams create the same kind of financial stability. They reduce dependence on any single source of income and increase peace of mind. Another powerful habit shared by financially successful people is continuous learning. The economy changes. Technology evolves. New opportunities appear every year. Those who refuse to learn eventually fall behind. Those who remain curious continue discovering new ways to create value and earn income. They never assume they know enough. Instead, they ask better questions every year. Many people believe wealth begins with money. In reality, wealth begins with value. Money simply follows value. The more problems you solve, the more people you help, and the more value you create, the greater your financial opportunities become. Passive income is not about chasing money. It is about building systems that continue delivering value even when you are not physically present. As you listen to these words, ask yourself one honest question. If you stopped working today, how long would your income continue? 1 week? 1 month? Or would it stop immediately? This question is not meant to create fear. It is meant to create awareness. Awareness is always the first step toward financial transformation. The journey toward passive income does not begin with $1 million. It begins with a decision. A decision to think differently. A decision to spend less than you earn. A decision to invest instead of consume. A decision to build assets instead of collecting liabilities. Most importantly, it begins with the belief that financial freedom is possible for ordinary people who are willing to develop extraordinary habits. The greatest mistake people make is believing that passive income is only for millionaires, business owners, or financial experts. The truth is that every millionaire was once a beginner who knew nothing. They made mistakes, lost money, faced rejection, and doubted themselves many times. The difference was that they refused to stop learning. They understood that every skill they developed, every book they read, every investment they made, and every lesson they learned was another brick in the foundation of their financial future. Think about the world's most successful people. They all have one thing in common. They built systems instead of depending only on effort. A business owner creates a company that continues serving customers even when they are not personally involved in every task. An author writes a book that continues selling years after it is published. A musician creates songs that generate royalties long after they have been recorded. An investor buys assets that continue growing in value over time. They all understood one powerful lesson: work once, benefit many times. Now imagine your future 10 years from today. There are 2 versions of your life standing in front of you. In the first version, nothing changes. Every morning begins with the same alarm clock. Every month ends with the same financial stress. Every dream is delayed because there is never enough time or money. You continue trading your hours for income, hoping that one day life will somehow become easier. In the second version, you made one simple decision today. You decided to learn about investing. You started saving consistently. You built valuable skills. You created digital products, invested in quality assets, and slowly developed multiple streams of income. Year after year, your financial foundation became stronger. Your money began working while you were sleeping, traveling, spending time with your family, or simply enjoying life. The distance between these two futures was never created by luck. It was created by thousands of small decisions repeated with discipline. The passive income mindset teaches one lesson above all others. Stop asking, "How can I earn more money today?" Start asking, "How can I create something that continues producing value tomorrow, next year, and even 10 years from now?" That single question has transformed the lives of countless self-made millionaires. Remember, money is not the ultimate goal. Freedom is. Passive income is simply a tool that gives you more control over your time, your choices, and your future. It allows you to spend more moments with the people you love. It gives you the opportunity to pursue your passions without constantly worrying about your next paycheck. It creates peace of mind because you know your financial future is supported by assets rather than only by your daily labor. There will be moments when progress feels slow. You may invest your first $100 and wonder if it really matters. You may create your first digital product and make only a few sales. You may spend months learning a new skill before seeing meaningful results. During those moments, remember that every great tree was once an invisible seed beneath the ground. Growth is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. The people who stay patient eventually enjoy rewards that impatient people never experience. Fear will always whisper that it is too late to begin, that you do not know enough, or that someone else is already ahead of you. Do not listen to that voice. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful investor once made a first investment. Every entrepreneur once had a first customer. Every millionaire once had a first dollar. Success does not belong to those who know everything. It belongs to those who are willing to begin before they feel completely ready. As this audiobook comes to an end, remember one powerful truth. Your future income is being created by today's habits. Every dollar you save, every skill you learn, every valuable asset you build, and every wise financial decision you make is quietly working to create a life of greater freedom. The sooner you start, the more time you give your efforts to grow. Do not wait for the perfect opportunity because it rarely arrives. Start with what you have. Start where you are. Learn one new idea. Save one small amount. Invest consistently. Improve yourself every single day. Small actions performed consistently become extraordinary results through the unstoppable power of time. One day you will look back and realize that the decision to change your mindset was far more valuable than any amount of money you earned. Because once your mindset changes, your habits change. When your habits change, your actions change. When your actions change, your financial future changes forever. If this audiobook inspired you and helped you think differently about money and financial freedom, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss our next audiobook on wealth, investing, psychology, success, and self-improvement. Your support here means everything to us. Every like, every comment, every subscription, and every share helps this channel reach more people who are determined to change their lives. Thank you for listening until the very end. Keep learning, keep investing in yourself, keep building assets, and never stop believing that financial freedom is possible. Remember, the journey to wealth does not begin with money. It begins with a mindset. Until our next audiobook, stay focused, stay disciplined, and keep building the future you truly deserve.